Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, Mountbatten here, and man, don't we love super ship matchmaking? Oh boy, wow. Okay, so welcome to your bonus weekly replay live reaction video. Yeah, wow, okay, if you can't tell, I have not watched this replay beforehand. That's how these live reaction replay videos go. We're watching this together, and whatever happens, happens, and you get to hear my genuine live reactions to whatever goes on. So it's like we're watching it together for the first time, because we are. Hello, and get some popcorn, right? Yeah, wow, alright, so I saw this in my email inbox, and I saw it was a Jager replay. I thought, hey, I like Jager. It's a goofy little torpedo boat. And, well, yeah, this is quite the match. Double submarine, super CV. Are there any other super ships involved? Yeah, oh, this is terrible matchmaking for a destroyer player. Well, actually, this is post 13.2, so the DDs actually don't really have to worry about the submarines too much, because now the DDs can just rush them from 3 kilometers in and utterly bully them. So yeah, we have Bob here in the Jager, a Tier 9 Austro-Hungarian destroyer. That is quite the torpedo boat. She has 4 racks of torpedoes, and he has the right build on his Jaeger, so he has his detection range down to 5.4 kilometers with these pan-European torpedoes that if you build into it, and if you have Jerzy Swirsky, which I do believe he does have on his ship here, you can potentially get these torpedoes going a blazing hot 100 knots, but they are pan-Euro torpedoes, so their alpha is quite low. In fact, let's check in on that. Yeah, so the alpha is only 7,500. He has them up to 95 knots right now. If you pop Jerzy Swirsky's skill, he can get them up to 100 knots. Ooh, he gets detected right off the bat by a Kitakaze. He left his AA on there, so he gets spotted by the enemy CV, dumps all of his torpedoes right out of the gate at the Holland and the Golden Lou, and he is a very popular girl at the ball right now. Thanks to, well, there only being, what, 7 ships per side, getting pinged by the submarine. Oh, is he going to nuke the Holland out of the gate? That would be beautiful. Okay, 1 torpedo to the nose of the Holland. The U-2501 did get his torpedoes out. Not sure if he got a homing ping on the Holland. Does it look like it? Nope. So the Holland managed to escape that engagement. So Bob was very smart there. He did not pop off with his guns, so his bloom did not go out. There's the Golden Lou dive bombing, carpet bombing planes, and they do thankfully miss. Oh, they're actually going after the Soyuz behind him. There's the torpedoes from the Balau over there. So yeah, this matchmaking happens when a super ship sits in queue for over 5 minutes. The game just kind of dumps whatever you have in the matchmaking queue, and it's just whatever you get, you get. So in this case, it's super ships, 2 submarines, and 7 ships all in all. Alright, dumps another wall of torpedoes out toward the Holland, Golden Lou, and the Kitakaze. Definitely don't get caught by the Kitakaze because the Jaeger is quite literally a Tier 4 destroyer at Tier 10. But it's been turbocharged with the torpedo firepower thanks to the pretty quick reload time. Look, you just launched that set of torpedoes. It already is down to 35-second reload time on its torps at the moment. So beyond that, though, not that great. Does get a heal, does help it survive at Tier 10, but the gun firepower just isn't there. You've got 3 150mm guns with an importantly long reload time for a Tier 10 destroyer. Might clip the Kremlin here, maybe. There is a front, a cyclone moving in, so that will reduce visibility here in a minute to 8 kilometers. And this is the joy of being in a super ship game, super CV game, when you're one of 2 DDs. Ooh, manages to dodge most of that there, and you're one of 7 ships. The super CV can literally just spot you. There's nothing you can do about it. And that's the Eagle, too, on the opposing team. The Eagle is one of the less desirable ones to come up against. So his engine's knocked out, got 1 torpedo tube knocked out, and he's trying to flee away from this mess of ships. This is literally 2/3 of the team that he's facing off against right now. The Holland, Kitakaze, the Kremlin, Golden Lou, and the Balau are all over here. And the Eagles decided to make this side of the map his playground. Oh, did the Kitakaze get stuck on the Kremlin? Oh, yeah. Takes the Kitakaze out, which is a great pickup for his team. because the Kitakaze is just a monster of a gunboat. It's probably it is one of the most busted ships in the game, and clearing that off of the map for his team's a big pickup. They did also get the enemy submarine down as well, so that's another good pickup for him. Well, one of the two enemy submarines. The 2501 is currently trying to still deal with the Holland, but the Holland is within 3 kilometers of the U-2501, so there's pretty much nothing the 2501 can do to the Holland at this moment. But the friendly CV does come in and just simply remove half of the Holland's HP there. It looks like Bob is going to be a very sneaky boy and sit in between this little channel, in between this island and this bigger island. Up there's the Bilal there. What is Bob up to? What type of shenanigans are you doing here, Bob? Up, gets 3 hits on, yep, there is Swirsky's skills. So now he has 4 hits on the Kremlin. So he's down to what's his reload time now on his torpedoes? 52 seconds! My god, what a beautiful thing. Alright, so he's got the side of the Golden Lou and the Kremlin here. He's managed to be a little sneaky boy, using that 5.8 kilometer conceal to his utmost advantage. Dropping these torpedoes off on the Kremlin and the Golden Lou. Oh, and the Shimakaze's joining in on the fun too here. Look at this, fellas. Yeah, that's a dead 2501. Oof. Rip our sub. He might get the Kremlin here with all these torps, actually. Let's see if they... ooh, nice. And some on the Golden Lou? Golden Lou manages to dodge it, but then here come the Shimakaze torpedoes up next. I think that's a dead Kremlin there for each of these shimmy torps. Or he's going to survive by the skin of his teeth. Yep, down to 6k HP. The Golden Lou's paid attention. He's pointed his bow over in this direction. But he, of course, does have hydroacoustic search, so you might have got a bit of a warning about those torpedoes coming in. And the Holland is now showing up to do torpedo guard duties for his team. So, man, this torpedo reload's great on the Jager. It's the only torpedo boat I can do consistently well, and thanks to the combination of the incredibly fast torpedo reload speed and the high speed of the torps. Alright, so another 3 racks of torpedoes out on the Golden Lou. So, again, the Golden Lou has hydro, and you can see there he just did dodge the Shimmy's torps. I think he can see the Jager torps here as well. It looks like he's turning into them. Might still be able to clip 1 or 2 on that Golden Lou. Let's see. Looks like he might get 1. No, Golden Lou dodges it. Smart boy has his Hydro up. But Hydro does not run forever. And, well, Bob's torpedoes reloads a lot faster than that Golden Lou's Hydro. So he gets 1 single rack of torpedoes out on that Golden Lou. Not really going to be able to get another rack out because the island will block the torpedo's path. Yeah, he might clip him with 1 of those. Actually, no, he's not. Yep, Golden Lou slinks behind the island. So, sit rep. 2 ships down on either side. The friendly team does have the cap advantage at the moment, at least, but the enemy team does have the more broken CV on their side. And the St. Vincent seems to be the Eagles' focus of attention at the moment. But the friendly Worcester is being a very good cruiser and is providing the St. Vincent with AA support. Oh! St. Vincent just ate a bunch of torps there, probably from the Holland, and there goes the St. Vinny down. So now the friendly team's down both of their battleships, their submarine, and yeah, that's not very good. All their tanking just went gone. Man, look at that too. Matchmaking gave one team a friggin' Kremlin, which is just a rock of a ship, and the other team a St. Vincent, which is paper mache by comparison. So, yeah, we love matchmaking, right? Again, this isn't typical matchmaking. I'm going to choose on the North American server or the European server, but again, this is super ship matchmaking. Alright, so he dumps some of his torpedoes, half of his torpedoes down that gap there, just in case something tries to be clever. Dumps 2 racks again at this Golden Lou. So if he was running Hydro early, which I'm pretty sure he was, it's got to be down now. If you notice, the Shimakaze is also being a very smart boy, and he's gone out north. And now, essentially, between the Jager and the Shimakaze, we've got the enemy team in a bit of a crossfire torpedo situation here. And I think he's going to get this Golden Lou here. 3 torpedoes on him. 4 torpedoes on him. There you go. Alright, so now he's popped Jersey Swirsky's second torpedo skill. So now his torpedoes are going 95 knots in a 51-second reload time. My god, Adrenaline Rush and Swirsky is one hell of a drug. Oh, and the Shimakaze gets the Z44 as well. So they're doing very well here so far with the torpedo boats. Now, that Kremlin's probably managed to recover a decent bit of that damage so far, but we haven't seen him since then. He dropped a wall of torpedoes out toward the smoke screen. It'd be so funny if he gets the Blau with a torpedo. I would giggle quite hard. Looks like we're just blind firing. The Holland unfortunately takes out the Goliath. That Holland player really knows what he's doing. And that U-4501 is pushing up to the Eagle, but the Holland is around there. And the enemy Alston is circling around that U-4501 as well. I think that might be a dead 4501 here, especially if the Eagle's automatic ASW gets a hint of where he's at, which he very well might here in a second if that Holland is playing destroyer support for him. Oh, hey, there's the Blau. 3.9 kilometers away. The Blau is, in fact, useless against the Jager right now because of the torpedo damage changes, the arming range changes. He can do literally nothing to Bob's Jager. Well, he could do like 200 damage to him if he manages to get all of his torpedoes to hit him. All right, dropping his ASW charges. Well, his ASW charges. His depth charge is a little bit early there. His explosion radius isn't quite that big. Now I would drop them. Now I would drop them, Bob. There you go. Good job, Bob. Ooh, Kremlin annihilates the Wooster. Ah, Kremlin has returned with 9,000 HP left. This should be a dead Blau. Or he misses? Really? That's interesting. Okay, the Shimakaze got him. Oh, he was to his left. Yeah, Blau is it is ridiculously fast underwater. It does go 26 knots submerged. Manages to dodge the Super CV's planes there. The 4501 does find a Super CV. Where's that Holland, though? And that Alston. So we've got Alston, which is a great DD killer against 2 DDs and a carrier. Alston's also got really good AA. So, very terrifying ship to have left alive with the team composition that we have right now. So Bob's being smart. You can see that the Holland and the Alston are going for the B cap. So he's going to go grab the A cap for his team, it looks like here, which I would agree is the correct call, because you could probably afford to lose 2 caps right now, but you don't want to. That's my Discord, not yours. But you don't want to, right? So you want to play it safe and definitely grab the cap. It looks like the Holland's already in the cap. Holland will win a gunfight with the Shimakaze, especially when you're being supported by an Alston. So, yeah, I think this might be a dead Shimakaze here if he gets spotted. Alright, there's the 4501. I guess the 4501 gave up on chasing the Eagle, which really, you don't want to take a whole ship away for several minutes just to go sink one carrier, especially when you're in a situation like this where every ship does count with either a low team count or a low surviving ship count at the moment. So it looks like the Holland did get some shots off on the Shimakaze. Or is that the... That's a CV player. Never mind. The CV player got Confederate there. All right, here's the Alston again. And it looks like the Alston and the Holland are also, while they're capping the B cap, they're heading over to where the friendly Super CV is parked at, which is less than ideal. Yeah, and they're traveling together, and Holland's got really good AA too. So this duo that's heading over to the D cap is basically almost untouchable by a CV. I'm suspecting maybe since it's a Super CV, he's probably getting some planes through. But yeah, it looks like they found him now, and I think the USS US is about to be an artificial reef. Well, apparently the Alston is not that clever, according to his teammates, but it looks like they're just absolutely dumping shells into that USS US right now. Yep, well, he's smart enough to use his funny button to murder the enemy's CV, so that's better than most players. Alright, so they're probably going to continue to the C cap now. So this is a very difficult task. You have to somehow kill an Alston, which has SAP, a funny reload button, meaning he has a reload booster, that he can get his reload time down to like a second. And if you don't know, an Alston's basically a tier 10 Atlanta with SAP. That's what it is. Oh, and Bao's being picked on by the Eagle as well. So this is less than ideal. Tier 4 destroyer with little to no AA. So, yeah, Bob can basically do nothing against these planes. He hasn't even shot a single plane down yet. Doing big 24 damage there to these planes. And managed to damage to dodge those. Oh, look, there's the Eagle! Oh, so, was this the guy complaining about... Okay, this is the guy. This is the guy complaining about the Austin being an idiot player, but then he sails into an enemy destroyer? Alright, so Bob's opening up with his guns. Gun crews are doing their very best. He's doing a hot 700 damage per shell to the Eagle. Okay, drops all of his torpedoes on the Eagle. And from this range, with how fast the Jaeger's torpedoes are, there's not a whole lot that Eagle can do. He's not even taking manual control of his ship. He's still flying his planes, trying to sink Bob here. This should be a dead Eagle if those torpedoes can get there before the Eagle can murder Bob. Alright, Eagle gets one more flight of carpet bombers out, and dead Eagle! And another further reduction on the reload time of the torpedo tubes, and another dev strike for Bob, and Bob lives. Okay, so I think Bob probably just clutched that for his team there. Because if that Eagle would have gotten back into the cap, then, well, the A cap would have flipped, and that would have been it for the caps that the enemy team, sorry, that the friendly team could have, because you have an Austin and the C cap, Holland and the B cap. Shimakaze can't take on either of those. Oh, but the Holland is quite low, so maybe he can take it on. But that was a nice bit of karma right there. And there goes, what's his torpedo reload time before the game ends? 48-second torp reload time, my god. Oh, but the Holland manages to escape. Might pop a heal and get some of his HP back. Ah, Shimakaze gets some. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Ah, but see, that wouldn't have been enough to win. So, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Watch what you say in chat, because, man, karma is a cruel mistress, it seems. I still like how the carrier player that sails straight into the DD is complaining that the Austin, who is in fact at least alive at this moment, is a moron. That's pretty ironic, if you ask me. So, and the Austin again is like right below him, literally 5 XP less than the Eagle earned. But okay, that's funny. All right, but yeah, good job there, Bob. 165,000 damage, 3 kills. I mean, that's literally half of the enemy team, just under half of the enemy team. With, how many ships were there? Were there 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9. So you got a third of the enemy team there. Excellent job, Bob and the Jager. One of the funniest little DDs in game, especially when you have Jersey Swirsky on him. And plus, he got the Super CV, so that's big ups, right, fellas? So, thank you, Bob, for sending this in. If you have a replay you'd like to see, send in. Ooh, man, words. If you have a replay you'd like to see on the channel, send it in to the email linked in the description down below. Hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday and wonderful rest of your week. Hope to catch you guys in the next one.